I'm Kristen Herring. I'm Keith's youngest sister, and I've been on the board of the foundation that he created before he passed away since 1989. One of Keith's personal projects that was central to everything he did was that art should be available to everyone who wanted it. And for that reason, he created a lot of images that were simple in their content and in their form that were widely and cheaply distributed. Those are the images that most people know of Keith Herring's work. What was going on in Keith's studio in his day-to-day practice as an artist was much different. Most of his work had difficult themes about political issues or social issues. So these works, which are more complicated, are less known. In the mid-'80s, he was making these large steel sculptures, most of which are covered with a smooth enamel paint in a bright color, red, yellow, blue, and green. And he expected that people, children and adults, would interact with the sculpture, that they would touch it, that they would certainly walk around it, and that they would climb on it. The piece that's at the Dunham Estate is quite different. Instead of being painted, the steel is allowed to develop a patina that is rust in color, and it is almost a form of rust. So it's coarser. If you touch it, you'll feel the roughness of it, and it just doesn't have the playful colors of the other shiny pieces. This piece is called King and Queen. It was rare that Keith titled his work. When he titled it, it was because he really wanted to point out something about the piece. Otherwise, he wanted people to interpret the work on their own. And if you know this piece is called King and Queen and begin to look at it closely, you'll see that there is content there that is perhaps not the most appropriate for children. So that's my understanding of why the piece was not done in a bright and shiny surface. The Queen's head is formed by the penis of the king. You know, you could read that as he's sexually and intellectually dominating her, but yet she has her arms wrapped around him in a gesture that looks tender and protective. So there's some kind of complicated relationship going on there where one might be taking power over the other, but the other is then caring for the one who's taking power, and then they're walking in the same direction. So that's some of what I see, but the most important thing is that the people looking at this sculpture in this setting take the time to walk around it, follow some of the lines with their eye, and take their own message from it with just, you know, the little bit of guidance from Keith that it's called King and Queen.